Hey Johns, how you doing? Welcome back. Day 2 of the racing marathon. Today, we're third 2. By the way, did you notice? Sideburns and chin is gone. Just the mustache remains until we hit 3,000 sub points. Audition name, we need some nicknames. Although they probably don't have hotshot, damn. It can only be hairspray. 36,000 euros, at least they used realistic numbers. Wouldn't be surprised if you get paid that kind of money back then, even. Okay, let's start in the middle, it's serious. Visual only, full damage, not full damage. It's one of those games, oops. Where you can't forget how old it is. Until you look at the characters on the sides. You know, kind of like Horizon 1, like this game tried to like capture the festival experience so much better. The game has so much character, it does. It reminds me a lot of Grit in that regard, where they put a lot of work into the presentation. Ooh, you know what my personal challenge always is? Make a most spectacular crash into the finish line. I love that even an old game like this can run at high frame rates. At least the KuruHS developers thought that far.
Whoa, nice win!
The characters gave this game so much life, absolutely. I wonder if that's like one of the biggest expenses that they have. Can this be played in multiplayer? Good question. I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat can answer. At the time, I'm sure. Oh. I'm not sure if the community is still running any multiplayer services for this game. Yeah, Games for Windows Live is dead for a long time. True, so that can't work anymore. That showdown is just a bunch of recycled content. Yeah, the people didn't take too nicely to it though. Why not? Because it's cheaper. That's fair. Saving money is always a valid argument if you ask me. Whoa! Hey, you know what this game has? The Need for Speed doesn't? The wheels actually connected to the car. You can really tell they were like taking inspiration how like TV stations would cover an event for the replay. I feel like they're gonna have one slow corner and I'm gonna fly by both of them.
Where did you come from?
But I've been behind him for like half a minute.
Did you mean to do that?
No? Yes, maybe? You know, just the interaction with the other drivers, it just makes it feel so alive. Right? This is a shame it's delisted. Yeah, but you can still get it. It's not too hard to get your hands on these games. It's on my abandonware. Loved the game when you were a kid, absolutely. I played it for the first time like 5 years ago. It was an amazing first experience. The game is really good. And actually my favorite in the series. Feels a bit like Forza Horizon 1. Oh wait, Dave, what the fuck, man? Can I get him? Can I still get him? Maybe if I cut here. It's actually a decent cut, man. I like it. AMD's ATI Radeon Lanza Evo. Graphics remind you of the first Horizon game. Dude, even the entire like setup of the event reminds me of Horizon 1. As Solstice does not feel like a rally car.
Let's win this one.
This is Pontic. If you play on the highest difficulty, you better bring the best car in the lineup, or it's gonna be really, really hard. The entire game on hardcore, yeah, that is hard. I think extreme should be fine. Hardcore, I'm not the biggest fan of because it just leads to a lot of repetition. You're too poor. You don't have enough cash to buy this vehicle right now. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. That is funny. I got poor shamed by the game.
Hey Crash, you alright?
Of course, Ken. Oh, I always forget about this corner. A bit of a squeeze. Uh-oh. Perfect. That's the same one. Oh, that doesn't work. Game has a lot of content. Oh yeah. It is just a very, very good game. This is one of those games where I would always say, this is what I consider a good game. You make a game anywhere near this, you're good. Your game is gonna sell, people are gonna like it. They actually spend time on presentation and giving you a proper feeling for the atmosphere. Oh, probably bit his tongue. You know, this for me is the equivalent of a speed challenge in this game. The one that you have in Pro Street. Really easy to wreck yourself. Shooey. Just wrecked me, man. Dude, you can rewind just enough to not hit it. Having too much fun destroying my car, though. KuruHS is back. Man, this game is so much fun. If you need a new game, get this one. Dirt 3 is also still very enjoyable, absolutely. But this one has my atmosphere. This one's even better. The menu design, yeah, I mean, they use the same menu design for Grid, Race Driver Grid. It has a shit ton of charm. I mean, we don't necessarily need the menus like this anymore, but it was a nice touch, right? Just to improve the presentation of the game. I would much rather have the rest of the gameplay of this game. The narration from all the characters. Like, that's more important than just the menu in the menus. But that being said, I really enjoy them. And I wouldn't mind anything like it for a modern one. You know, when we're talking about creativity in the menus, it just comes down to them having enough time and caring enough to put it into the game in the first place. I think in modern game development, very often it's like, yeah, we can't really do this. It eats up too much time. Like, we already have too little time for the rest of the game. Like, we're not gonna waste any time on menus, which makes sense, right? Like, if you're busy making a game, you probably don't worry too much about what the menus look like. But they clearly had enough people and time and willingness to do it for these games. You know, it's a nice touch, not necessary. It would be okay if it was missing, but let's say the entire, like, Dirt 2 comes back like this, like Dirt 6 is like Dirt 2, just the menus are normal. I would be fine with that, right? I care more about the gameplay and the people that are interacting with you while you're playing and the entire festival vibe. But that's so much more important than the menus. If you also add the menus to that, to the mix, hell yeah, sign me up. I don't argue against good things. Hey, Fuzzy Nuts. Is Fuzzy Nuts actually one of the nicknames you can have? Ah, too tight. Yeah, of course, fuck me double, man. Like, I wasn't already struggling to survive. I gotta say, the placement of the minimap above the racer is brilliant. That's like the only spot where you can easily look to without losing orientation of what's directly in front of you. The only other acceptable placement would be below the car, in my opinion. But I think on the top is better. It's closer to the horizon way you look at when you're racing. Oh, sideways, baby. Dude, where's the finish line? I thought I can have a funky jump. Oh no! Lisa, please. Alright, I'll take the wheel again. Too many corners sticking out. You know what I find interesting? When racing games were the most popular, they didn't really worry too much about, like, perfect handling, right? And at the time, it was a lot more accessible, I think, to the masses. The problem with focusing on sim racing, that is a very niche product. Like, casuals cannot grasp the complexity that is, you know, sim racing. Especially most casuals only have a console and a controller, so sim racing is a little bit out of reach. So I don't understand if a focus goes towards sim racing if you actually want to be successful. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, sim racing can be fun, but... sim racing can be fun, but in my opinion, it's like a personal experience. It's something that's fun for yourself. I don't think it's very fun to show it to other people. Yeah, exactly. I'm at a point where I just want a fun game. That's exactly my opinion as well. Like, just give me something new that is fun. The last game that made me feel like this was Trail Out. The thing about, you know, the entertainment value depends on what you do. Like BeamNG, you do have a lot of freedom. And the original Assetto Corsa and its modern community, like, as long as you find a scenario that's actually fun to play, can be good. I don't think you need to be a rally fan of any kind to enjoy this game and the gameplay. There's more stuff! There's so much stuff in this game, I love it. Look at all these events, man. Oh, I would definitely sail the seas before I pay anyone hundreds of bucks for a game key. You only want cheap game keys from Instant Gaming. Link in the description below. But you don't want to give a reseller hundreds of bucks for a Dirt 2 key. I really like the lighting on this stage. Like, it actually feels like you're driving at night, but there's a bunch of lights set up for the event, so you can actually see where you're going.
Per the Austin Dern 3.
Oops. God damn it, dude. Oh, that was actually too late. Yeah, that was too late, man. Right before the finish line. Ah, fuck. Is it 2 or 3 laps? That was the last lap too. Fucking hell, man. Body. Look at him jerking the gearbox. Whoa, ho, ho, shit. True rally moment.
40.
Whoa, 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 baby. I feel like my googly eyes skeleton here. Like, you know, it's these little things that really make a difference for how you remember a game. Well, it doesn't matter too much for your first experience with the game. The game carries itself by its amazing gameplay. But then additionally you have all of these little side things. Just put a lot of charm into the game and makes you appreciate it.
Easy right, easy left, cut.
Let's go. There was always like some magic around the Codemasters racing games. I remember always thinking about them as the games with the insane graphics, but also amazing handling. But yeah, a lot of those I didn't have, you know, I was pretty broke at the time. So I couldn't buy all the racing games that the world had to offer. You know, during the golden time of racing games, I had to skip out on a lot of them. But at least it allowed me to play more Most Wanted and actually get good at the game. These classic cars have fantastic handling though, they feel really good. I say that and immediately tank it. Last rewind, let's not fuck this up. What is he doing? Look how he parked his car. Wasn't it the car I complained about being slow in Trailblazer? Okay, what is this made out of? What the fuck? This is my favorite rally game. I think it is, yeah. I mean, Dirt Rally is great if you want like authentic rally racing, but this is like the best overall experience for me. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing out nerding out on a single game. Right, I've already done that with Most Wanted and Blur and World of Warcraft and Drive Club and a few others, but I kind of want a new one. I want a new game that I can put all of my time and attention into. That's probably one thing I envy the Trackmania community for, like, because you can put all of your time into Trackmania if you want so. TDU is gonna be this game. Copium indeed, I'm not sure about that one. I was wondering if I can get like a somewhat smooth move over there. Not really. What the fuck? I've never seen a roadblock on the finish line. No warning whatsoever. I kinda want to see it again, man. Especially like I was sending it, man. I was like full speed in that corner, and I actually get the right angle for the car to grip enough. It's kind of. Wait a second. Does that actually work? Oh no! That's the finish line. You can see it. Travis, fuck you.
It got away from me. You okay? Don't let it.
No. So yeah, sleep tight. Come back tomorrow for day 3, and good night. Bye bye.
Money that I don't accept. Little something like this.